What's going on, Sublime Squad? Welcome into the first ever crossover podcast with Ineffably Sublime and Pizza Bagels podcast. I just wanted to say off the top of the show, thanks for tuning in. Definitely subscribe to the Pizza Bagels podcast because you'll be able to catch the other half of the crossover where Mitch and I join their show. This episode is where they join our show. I also wanted to say that this was the first one that we did, although it should be the second one in release format. But there was some noticeable, audible problems that we had that I edited, I'd say about 95% of them out. There are going to be some that you'll hear, and it's just some echo on their end. I did my absolute 100% best to try to get rid of all of it. I definitely did not get rid of every single piece, so I'm sorry that you'll hear some of that. But for the most part, it's all good. It's all there. So thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the other side. Enjoy the episode. What's going on, Sublime Squad? Thanks for joining us for another episode of Ineffably Sublime. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here, as always, with my co-host, Mitch. What's going on, Mitch?
How much? How's your penis?
Oh, it's going good.
Throwing a little the Todd at you there.
Todd, I love Todd. That's my favorite thing to hear. And Amanda's here, and we are doing a super special episode for you guys today. It's going to be your average, everyday, Ineffably Sublime episode, but we have some guests on with us. We've been talking about it for a long time. The crossover is finally here, and we are going to be bringing on the Pizza Bagels podcast boys. So I guess not bringing them on. They're already here. They're here with us right now. So introduce yourselves, Tony and Tomboy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, boys?
Thanks for having us on.
Dude, happy to be here.
Yep, great to have you guys.
Well, we talked about this for quite some time, so glad the moment's finally here.
Yeah, so it's funny. I've been podcasting for a while, and the one other crossover podcast the one over legitimate crossover podcast that I have done in my entire life also had to do with pizza, which is fucking hilarious.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
Years ago, I had a podcast called Nerd Talkalypse, and I had met another guy who was like, "We should do a crossover sometime," and all he did was talk about pizza deliveries, and it was fucking amazing. It was my favorite podcast of all time.
like he was like a pizza delivery guy, and then he was that's his bit. It's just talking about his deliveries.
Bro podcasted while he was on deliveries.
Damn, that's sick. That's a really dope idea.
Hell yeah.
In between deliveries. It was incredible. Like, he'd be
Dear
like, all right,
God.
I'll be right back. And then,
Yeah.
only a second would go by. He'd be like, I'll be right back. And then a second, he'd go, okay, I'm back. And he would talk about what fucking crazy shit happened on that. It was amazing.
Damn, is that still a thing or no?
No, but I mean, I'm sure his episodes are probably out there. And it was just called The Pizza Podcast. It was brilliant.
I love
I
it.
don't know.
I can tell you for sure that our crossover still exists. And me and my co-host at the time, we were also delivery guys at Domino's, respectively. So it was the most relatable show for all three of us, and we all just kind of chipped in and told delivery stories. It was so fun.
Nice.
Damn, that's such a good idea.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was brilliant. It made me laugh harder than any show I've ever listened to.
Might have to add that to our list of
Yeah.
guest ideas.
Okay. Cool.
Ooh, Amanda, I don't know if that's the show, Amanda.
Oh crap! Really? That's what
Yeah.
came up on Spotify.
That's funny that there's another one.
Mm.
You don't recognize these guys as your fellow?
No, this is
Delivery
just
boy.
one guy. Maybe it's just called Pizza Podcast.
Okay, well, I'll keep looking for that, but I found something that you guys might find interesting when I searched the Pizza Podcast. Check this out.
What the
Wow.
Pizza Pie Mafia?
How do
Pizza
we
Bagels.
She's got
God
toppings
damn.
covering her nippies.
Yeah.
Well, what's she?
Pepperoni mix.
Yeah, I can't. What the hell is that? Is she licking pepperoni? She
You
licking?
can
Oh,
say-
never mind. Okay, I had to take my glasses off.
Pizza Pie Mafia. I bet the mob boss is probably like Tony Provolone or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
I should use that.
Tony Provolone.
Yeah, I should use that as an alias. Tony
That's an
Provolone.
awesome name. That is an awesome name.
Tony Provolone. This over here is Johnny Mozzarella. Ah, shit. Anyway, so guys, we got just like a regular average episode coming to you. We're going to talk to the Pizza Bagels guys a little bit here, about who they are and what they do, and then we're going to be appearing on their show sometime. Arguably, I don't know when this episode is going to release. We haven't really discussed that yet, but arguably, probably shortly, either that or the next time there's airs, by the time we get around to it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
It's gonna allegedly be that time.
Yeah, we need the bell here for those. Damn
Oh, I love the bell. That bell is a nice touch.
it.
All right, so now that we've introduced our guests, Mitch, you're pretty rude because you didn't ask them how their peni are.
Well, they're. I wait till I. It's all right. Yeah.
Get all flustered.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those. That's not how I do a first impression. I'm always like, "Hey, nice to meet you. How's your penis?" Yeah, I gotta wait a little bit.
Listen, Mitch. First impressions are tuna spaghetti, so I think we're past that.
That's right. Yes,
we can go right to the penis now. I feel.
I love the tuna spaghetti talk. Like I said, and we'll go over this again. It took me at least 15 years to warm up to the idea of actually eating it.
That is wild.
Because I am one of the pickiest eaters in the world. Like if a spaghetti sauce or any sort of sauce has even like a fraction of an onion in it, I'm out. I'm just like, nope, this is absolute trash. So it took me a long time to get into it. And once I'm into it, it's good now. So I wouldn't highly recommend it.
Yeah.
I would semi recommend it.
Yeah, when I first heard that, I was like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" And then I listened on, and you did explain that episode that it did take you, a good handful of years before you actually like, all right, fine, this is Christmas tradition. But yeah, when we had Brian Boo that was on that episode, he's like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about? Tuna spaghetti."
I love that guy because he's like, who the fuck is this Mitch guy?
Yeah. So yeah, it was such a wild thing because the whole like seven dishes of the sea or whatever.
Yeah, the seven fishes of Christmas or some shit.
Yeah. That's not anything that I ever remember really doing growing up. But I'm also not like a full on Guido. I'm only half.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah. But
half a pepperoni.
Yeah. But yeah, that just really threw me off guard. So when we kind of dove into, he apparently had gone and had the 7 fishes. He's done it before, and I was like, I've never done this. And I was like, so you're gonna throw the tuna one in there? And he's like, no, I'm not eating that. I'm not eating it. I'm like, extra. I mean, like if we were all hanging out and you're like, all right, Tomboy, listen, we're gonna make this and we're just gonna have it for dinner. I'm like, fuck it, let's go.
My wife has offered to make it. She said, if you guys ever come to Podunk, PA, we will. It will be one of the feasts for you.
Hell yeah!
I'll eat McDonald's before I show up.
The chicken of the sea.
I'm way good on that.
I'm telling you, man, you got to try it.
Yeah, but I don't like tuna. So
that's right. You don't. If you don't like tuna, then you're out. Yeah.
There's no way that I'm ever gonna just suddenly be like, well, this is good. It's got you written all over it. My brother was like, dude, I was listening to your podcast, which is he doesn't do often.
Oh, wow.
He was like, Mitch, I was listening to that story about Mitch talking about cutting his toenails. It was fucking hysterical. Which led us all into talking about you because my mom's like, who is this? And I'm trying to explain to her who you are. And my wife goes, he hates lemons, but he loves lemonade. And she goes, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's just me. That's how I roll, baby.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. It's like wiping before you poop.
Yeah, right.
Well,
that's like one of the very first things I ever heard Mitch tell me. He's like, I hate lemons. Lemonade, fucking delicious. I'm like, wow.
When I say it like that, like I mean like actually like grabbing like a lemon and like sucking it or lemon shit. Just lemon, like lemon flavored stuff I like. Just anything that's got, if it's gonna have like actual like lemon.
That people don't just normally naturally eat lemons.
They don't?
No.
This is true. However, I will throw this in there. My girlfriend, she told me that when she was younger, her mom used to cut up lemons and give her slices, and she would just chew on them.
Yes.
And all of that would like started taking like the enamel and shit like off of her teeth.
Oh my god.
And so she like had like the dentist caught it at like, you know, at a right time, but they're like, yo, your teeth are like, this is not good as a child.
Oh shit.
So yeah, and I see that people do this like lemon challenge things with their kids. It's funny for a video, but if they're letting the kids fucking eat lemons, that's bad news bears.
Yeah, lemons are not they're not something that you want to just eat like an orange, man.
Yeah. I guess but you know, with me being very anti-lemon anyway, I just assume people just cut it and suck it. I don't know. You know, I don't know what people do with lemons.
Well,
I think typically just throw it in their waters or
they must, yeah. Yeah, and that whole toenail cutting thing. When you told me the other night, you're like, yeah, I did cut my toenails. I said, but you were hovering over the toilet as you did it? So weird. I've asked like 5 different people how they cut their toenails. Not a single person stands over the toilet and cuts them.
How do you guys do it?
I'm usually sitting in a chair or something like that.
Exactly.
Sitting on a chair where?
In my bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just got like a little trash can there? Or?
I sometimes I'll put it on the bed and then just collect them and throw them away.
Okay, fair enough.
There you
just
go.
as a certain spot, like they don't fall anywhere.
Yeah, okay. That's
yep.
I actually sit on the toilet, like the lid's closed. I sit on the toilet and we have like a small little bathroom trash can that I just like hover my feet over as I'm clipping them. It's not 100% accurate, as I've been informed from my girlfriend.
100% all the time.
60% of the time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the
yeah.
time.
So yeah, Amanda, you're
All
right.
So
Tony is a contortionist.
Yep. Well, I'm glad, like I said, because you guys were making me feel really odd that I sat here at the chair and did it until I started asking people. And now that I know, you know, half of the Pizza Bagels guys do it how I do it.
I just feel like being in the bathroom makes the most sense to me. So if I do have those ones that are just fucking flinging around somewhere, can't spot it. It's not in our bedroom or like in the living room or something.
Yeah. I've gotten yelled at a couple times for a random toenail that has been stepped on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Happens to the best of us.
From a woman's perspective, there is nothing more disgusting than finding a stray toenail somewhere.
Nothing?
What about a rolled up booger?
I'd almost rather deal with a booger. It wasn't on your feet.
My sister's best friend her husband would pick his nose, roll it, and fling it. And then she would like walk around and then she would like see them randomly in parts of the house. What? Fucking disgusting.
That is fucking gross.
The most disgust, and it's a story that has stuck with me for 25 years now. Booger bandit.
Yeah. I have a buddy that I think this is probably maybe right after high school, but anytime that we'd be driving around in his car, he's driving, he would be picking his nose. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Knock that off. And then he'd pull out this booger and then he would be rolling it. And I'm like, ew. Get rid of it. But he would hold his hand out the window so it's like air drying while he's still rolling it. I'm like,
maybe because just have the wind take you.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you're fucking just take me home.
Oh
Yeah,
my
what the-
god, it's just hilarious.
I don't want to hang out with you anymore.
yeah. How many times did you keep doing that? Because what that would have been
Oh.
the last straw.
No, we're still friends.
Nice. Damn. Does he still do it?
As far as I know, I mean, I haven't been with him like in the car in quite some time, but I would guess that never changed.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I feel like that's a trick that would always be with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bad habit.
Yeah.
Man, they die hard. I hear.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do the news. How about it?
I'm gonna do the news. Let's do the news. What do we got? What do
All
we
right.
got, Amanda?
So this is a play back to you guys' Florida Man Easter egg thing. So here you go.
Okay.
Oh, this is looking good.
How do
All
we
right.
this?
I'm excited.
Yeah, sign us up.
All right. So this article comes from AP News. This is the Associated Press. Our friends at the Associated Press is this. Let's see. When is this from? March 1st. So literally just a few days ago. The Florida Man games return for round 2 as teams vie to be the world's worst superhero. Okay, so that's this is by Daniel Cozen. And we're gonna get into it. Mitch, you wanna take it, or do you want?
No,
do you wanna
you
do?
guys go ahead. I gotta get something to drink. I'm all verklempt here. Go ahead.
Verklempt?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
You've never heard of
Talk amongst yourselves, bro.
Oh,
Can you please use it in a sentence?
there we go. Thank God. You know what? I think I'm going to start being on the Pizza Bagels podcast. If you're not going to understand my references, then you're out, Deej.
Oh no, Mitch. Let's not get confused here. Tomboy and I were unsure of what.
I know what you said.
Oh, you did?
You said it like
I take that back.
Talk about yourself. Neither a road nor an island. Discuss.
Oh, this whole bit.
Yeah. Yep.
I've never heard of that. That's
Oh,
wild.
coffee talk.
Yeah, coffee talk.
Yep.
All right.
All right, Tomboy and Mitch here.
Yeah.
We're forming new waves of
You're on podcast. We know that about shit from the 90s.
We're gonna be podcast swingers here pretty soon.
we got
I think there's a colored loofah for that.
Yeah.
pizza sublime and ineffably bagels. Jesus. Okay, so this is from Elkton, Florida. The Florida Man games are back for round 2 as I love as round 2. We never even heard about round 1. All right.
Yeah.
Round 2 as teams from around the state gather to prove they have what it takes to join the ranks in the world's worst superhero.
Oh my God.
Okay, so following the success of last year's inaugural Florida Man games in downtown St. Augustine, organizers have moved Saturday's event a few miles away to St. John's County Fairgrounds, where they're expected to have room for more spectators and, of course, tailgating.
Hell yeah.
Right, so the games were,
Yeah.
damn right, you got to have tailgating. The games are hosted by Florida comedians Josh Wicks Robinson and Kevin Flynn, poking fun at the state's reputation for bizarre stories. Last year's teams competed in Florida-themed events like the evading arrest, obstacle course.
Naturally.
Hell yeah.
The Beer Belly Sumo Wrestling. Oh no, that's just 2. And Beer Belly Sumo Wrestling. So new events added this year were the Hurricane Party Prep, Grocery Aisle Brawl, and Human Beer Pong. What the fuck?
Sweet Jesus. That sounds perfect.
Oh, I want to hear the details of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 10 teams from around the state, from Fort Myers to Pensacola, were competing. Last year's winner, Team Hanky Spanky from St. Augustine, were returning to defend their Snakeskin Championship belt. Oh my God. Also competing this year was an all-female team called the Ball Busters.
Perfect name for down there.
Yeah. So I don't know how you say this.
I'd say it'd be Croy. Yeah.
Croy Bruns. That's what a name. A 29-year-old technician for Dave and Buster's. Okay, great introduction. A 29-year-old technician for Dave and Buster's participated in the weaponized pool noodle competition.
Go on. You have my
Oh, he's lived in Florida his whole life.
No, I'm shocked.
With the tattoos to quote unquote show for it. And he said that he believes that a true quote unquote, or I'm sorry, that a quote unquote true Florida man doesn't prepare for the games.
Yeah, you
Fuck
show
yeah,
up, one open and go for it.
Yeah.
He said they're just born ready. Or born ready, born to be great. They're born ready for the trophy and ready for the title, and each year someone new has to be born for it.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
The Florida Man, yeah, right. The Florida Man games are something you won't find anywhere else, he said. Obviously. That'd be weird if they were like, this is the Florida Man games of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Not fucking happening. We've got the Olympics, and they've been around forever. But they got gator tossing. Or they don't have gator tossing.
Oh.
They don't have a contest where you get to hold your beer to fight someone else at the same time. Dude, like every
Well,
state
not yet.
should have this.
Not yet. The Olympics don't have that.
Yeah, but I
Someday.
feel like Florida should,
Yeah.
especially.
Oh man, what a state.
Besides watching the events, guests have a chance to get up to Florida Man shenanigans themselves. They can interact with alligators from Gatorland, ride the mechanical alligator. The games also feature a show by midget wrestling warriors and
Yes.
the lawnmower racing.
I love all of this.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been to Florida, and all I hear is terrible things. But I love all of this. I want to just witness this and just be like, oh my god, this is a real place. This is a real thing.
Yeah, see,
So-
I've been to Florida twice and I've never seen any of this. Now it's been a long time since I've been down there. I don't think, it was quite Florida Man territory where I went to, I guess. Because it seemed like just a normal town that I went to.
What town was it
it?
you went to?
It was Clearwater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like you didn't experience the full Florida.
I think it's
I
more
did.
Central Florida and Northern
Yeah.
Florida. That's all the white
Yeah.
trash.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
You
Yep,
need to
I
go
was-
to St. Augustine, Florida.
Mickey Mouse doesn't allow that shit at Disney World.
So let's see. Midget wrestling's lawnmower racing was hosted by a NASCAR driver, Jeffrey Earnhardt.
Wonder if that's is that of the Dale Earnhardt family? Is this like a weird nephew?
Wasn't good enough for NASCAR.
It says NASCAR driver, not former, not current, but
It's
NASCAR driver.
it's Dale Earnhardt's grandson.
Oh no
Oh.
shit.
Nice.
Okay.
he's like, yeah, I'll do that.
Keeping the name alive at least.
I know his dad, his son drove, but
Yeah, my stepdad's like kind of like that redneck kind of guy, and he loves NASCAR. And I remember being a teenager when Dale Earnhardt died. I was in my bedroom with my buddy playing Tony Hawk, and he walks into my bedroom. He's like, "You guys," like, I swear to God, like a tear like falling out of his eye. And I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah." No, I'm not. I'm like, "What happened? Like, something wrong with mom or siblings? Like, what the fuck?" And he's like, "Dale Earnhardt just died." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of my room."
It sounds like he was acting exactly the way that I acted when I found out Blink-182 broke up the first time. It's exactly.
Don't ask for directions. He's going to turn to the left a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Anyway, so to announcer Shay Dorina, the games embody Florida in a competitive sense. It is exactly on brand. Yeah, it is exactly on brand the way I thought it would be, she said. Or he said, sorry. It is the right level of grimy and extravagance and debaucherous. It's
Yeah.
exactly what I want, and a lot of people day drinking, a lot of people getting sunburnt, and a lot of people just partying and acting foolish in the best way.
So Tuesday in Florida.
Yeah. So the Florida Man phenomenon swept the nation's consciousness thanks in part to a Twitter account that started in 2013 with the handle aptly named @Florida Man. The account touted real life stories of the world's worst superhero, sharing news headlines such as Florida Man bites dog to establish dominance. And Florida Man tried to pay for McDonald's with weed.
Nice.
Genius.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Good
great
old Florida
story.
Man. That was
I
a
feel
good
like
story.
every stoner's probably at least attempted that once.
Well, yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, I would think so too.
That and Monopoly money.
Oh my god.
Good old Monopoly money. So is that it then, Miss Amanda, for
That is your news, unless you want another one.
Oh no, it's okay. I just
all
wanted
right.
to know what
I'll
where
save
we-
this
where
one for
we-
the next one.
what's that? Oh, did you find another one?
I did. It's not Florida Man, but yeah, we'll save it. It'll be good for the
Listen.
next episode.
There we
Fair
go.
enough. That's fair. So, guys, we do this thing. I don't know if you've listened, or how far back you've listened, either of you, but we do this lovely thing. We have our friend, Twyster, we call him, and he's a unique individual, and we love to have him create content for us. So,
Okay.
we thought it would be a really cool idea to get to know one another as podcasting buddies. By doing a Twister Lister, as we like to call it. And usually they're fucking wild.
This is part 3, right?
This will be Twister Lister Part 3.
Yeah.
Now, I spoke to Twister today, and he gave me what he wants to call the opening statement
Oh
of the show.
god. Wait, he did that. Oh,
He gave this to me. He said, I did not include this in the message to Amanda. So basically, guys, what we do, Twister, we work with him, and he comes up with these things. We have him send them directly to Amanda, so we don't see them, which is usually great. Anyway, so I see him today, and he's like, "Hey, I have exactly what you guys need to talk about." I don't know why. It's not that weird, but it's a good question. So we'll just start it off.
Okay.
He said, if you're sitting at a table, this is verbatim. He goes, okay, you're sitting at a table, and on the table there is 1,000 grapes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
He goes, each one of these grapes that you eat, you get 10 grand. But one of them is poisoned, and you don't know which one it is. He goes,
Okay.
how many grapes are you going to eat?
You said there's 1,000?
1,000.
Oh
Hmm.
man.
Now, how deep into the poisonous do we go? Like, is it gonna be just do you blow your ass out and puke,
No,
or
one
is it
kills
like
you.
death?
Yeah.
It's
Good
a
question.
death poison. Okay, so it's
Okay.
like you eat it, you die. Okay,
Um.
all right.
Wow. Great question.
Man.
Do I if I die, do I get to the money that I did have? Does that get to go to somebody, or is it just like, nope,
Ooh,
you're
yeah.
dead, you're done?
That's another good question.
I don't know.
Oh, you're dead.
Let's
You're
see.
done.
I mean, I guess it's part of the gamble, right?
All or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume that it's. I mean, if you eat them, and I mean, I would assume that if you eat the poison one, it's instantaneous death.
Yeah.
and you don't. Yeah, I would assume in Twister's twisted mind, I could see him saying, "No, you get no money. Like, if you die, there's no money to anybody." Or because we would say to him, "This is like, guys, this is exactly how we would say this would be a conversation with Twister. I would say, "Hey, Twister, does this mean that you're gonna just that you get to keep the money?" Then there'll be like 4 seconds of silence, and you'll just hear, "No," and then that's it. That's as deep as he goes. He's a one word answer guy.
I mean, that's fair though, right? That's part of the gamble. So, like,
Yeah.
because if I was like, I don't care, like, if I die or not, I can just eat 999 of them, right? And that
Mhm.
last one is the final grape. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, all of the money will go to, let's say, my girlfriend.
Mhm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's just like, no, you keep going, or you stop, or you die, and you lose everything. So I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge gambling person,
Me neither.
but sometimes I can be intrigued depending on what it is. Like, like we were talking about this like Florida event.
Mhm.
If there was like knights in like a wrestling ring like fighting each other, I'm like, I'll bet on this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Um, but like I would go at least probably half. I think I would gamble at least half. I would
You
do
go
500.
half.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I was both the
Damn.
odds were 20.
20?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't,
God, I'm good.
I don't even
Yeah.
think that like so it's $10. Is that what you said for per grape?
No, 10 grand.
10 grand.
grand.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Oh,
Let's do about 20.
$10. I was like, I need to really push for some bones here. Okay. Yeah, I'll stick with it. I'll go with half.
I feel like me personally, I would eat one. I'd be like, that's fine.
I could,
That's it, huh?
yeah, I'd go 5, maybe 10, 10 tops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just not a risk taker. I am so bland. I'm just and a puss. So I would only go a couple. Yeah. Like I said, 5 to 10. I'll just go. I am mid. I am very mid. I don't know. My daughter was talking to her friend and they were calling me all sorts of things that I think were compliments. They said I was not sus. And I thought, well, I think that's cool.
Good.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's good. We had my little brother on for that Gen Z slang.
Asking the kids.
What do we call them? Shit. Zoomers. So
Zoomer.
we call the old people boomers. We call them zoomers. Like okay, zoomers.
That's brilliant.
So we had him on, and I basically was just running down the line. I'm like, okay, what does this mean? What does this mean? And he had to answer all the questions. It was good. So
Some
Yeah.
made sense. Some made no sense at all.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, they were throwing some weird words at me, and I was just like, all right, you guys are making my head hurt. I'm gonna just take this as a compliment and I'm gonna walk away.
Do you remember any of the other ones that they said that you were not?
Oh, you would think I would. I don't remember a single freaking one.
I was over at my buddy's house not that long ago, and his teenage daughter comes up and throws a bunch of those words at me. I'm like, "Are you on drugs? No. Oh, you need drugs or Jesus, either one."
now, being that you guys are from Ohio,
Yeah,
how do you feel about skibbity?
I've only heard it from her mouth, and that's about it.
I have seen it online. Then I have no idea why the word Ohio is thrown into this. I have not dived into where the source of this is.
I would say some South Ohio.
It's like what, like Skibbity Toilet Ohio or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was just about to tell Tomboy, hey, can you look that up for me? But we're only partially working today, so I guess I can do this myself.
It's okay. We could. We could. Amanda's probably on it.
Oh,
Maybe.
She's
usually on it. There we go.
There you go, Amanda. Well done.
Better producer than I am.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. The term Ohio Skibbity Riz is a Gen Alpha meme that originated with online comedy creator Phantom.
Oh.
Okay.
Phantom is a part of the influencer crew of streamer and YouTuber Kai. I don't know.
Oh, I've heard of that dude. Yeah.
So I have no idea who these people are. Okay, so the term Ohio is slang for strange, weird, cringe, or dumb.
Pretty much Ohio.
I feel like that should be Florida.
I mean, yeah, famous for it.
It should be Florida Skibbity Riz. Okay, I see. What a weird thing. Like, you guys, I feel like we're all kind of really close in age here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay. So through our entire growing up, and I understand we probably had some like weird 90s slang that our parents are like, what the fuck are you guys even talking about? But I really don't feel like it was much further off than like
It was in an English dictionary.
yeah, I feel like it wasn't really much further off than probably words that they were using.
Yeah.
You know, and if we're using like dope instead of rad, you know what I mean, or whatever the case is, you know.
Yep.
Where they're using Ohio skibbity riz, like what the fuck is even that?
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, it's fucking insane. It's literal insanity hearing this shit. What the fuck is even that? Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is even that?
Daddy
chill.
I've watched it. It took. I saw that like I don't know 5-6 years ago. Thought it was funny, and then what was it, Deej? Just what like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
It popped up somewhere, and I was just laughing. And I come over to Deej, and I was like, "I'm sure you've already seen this." I said, "But the guy that says what the hell is even that?" Because I think I might be of the four of us. I might be the old man of the group. So I'm you know I kind of am a little behind on some of the stuff. You know, but my God, does that crowd? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, Daddy chill. How's even that? I see here also, Amanda put, I like to hit Kenzie with a skibbity just to weird out. Who is Kenzie?
She is my 14-year-old daughter, and
Okay.
I'll say, oh, skibbity toilet, and she'll mother.
That's the best.
Yeah. It's only, you know, I have nephews that are under 10, and I'm just curious to see what, by the time that they hit teenage years, like what the new slang's going to be.
Yeah. Yep. Oh,
I don't
my
know if I'm
God.
that curious about it.
It-
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know.
Well, you know, if we're still in touch, I mean, they're only like 8 and whatever, but like, I'll try to keep you posted in the next 6 years or so.
Sounds good. Yeah, I said
Oh.
it's because when I met Mitch, I would say I said word all the time.
I did all the time.
Yep.
And he's like, "Oh, you and your fucking word." Now Mitch says it more than I do.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, it's just that's
Well,
one of
because
those.
see, like any when I've because for me, word was always you know vanilla ice. You know, not that
Word to
vanilla
your
ice.
mother?
Word to your mother. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. That was one of the slang terms of me growing up that I hated to use was word up. You know, word to your mother. Then you had word to your mom. You know, yeah, you say it way too much, Deej. Way too much.
You say
You
more
even
than I
type
do
it all
now.
the time too. I say it facetiously.
No,
Word.
you don't.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not.
It just it's easy and it's a quick acknowledging affirmation.
I guess.
I like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
so all right, so let's do the Twister lister. Let's see what he's got on.
Oh yeah.
on there.
I checked. We're good at that.
So this is
All
part.
right.
So did he do? Okay. So what was it? So the first one we ever did that he made for us was the keep, destroy. What was that? What the hell? How did it go?
Sell,
Keep,
destroy.
Keep, sell,
yeah.
destroy. In that game, and then this new one that we just did here about a month or so ago was Would You Rather. So does he have? How did he do? I think he's told us at work the other night he had both.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
I have
okay.
5
So we're gonna
months.
Yeah, he's not proud of this one. I don't know why.
okay.
He's told me.
Yeah, we're
told me
ready.
time and time again that he's not happy with it. So I don't know.
It's definitely not Twister's.
It's not his A
usual
game.
standard, but it'll do.
I kind of threw it at him pretty quick. Like when we went in Thursday night, I said, I need 10 things from you because we have this crossover. And I said, I think this will be a good. And he's like, all right. Like he was on it, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, he needed a little more time to marinate on it, but I think he did a pretty good job.
Okay.
Like
So,
I said
all
before,
right.
we should always revisit the other ones if you still have them.
Oh yeah, I have them
Okay.
somewhere, I'm sure. All right. So, would you rather do the would you rather's or the keep, sell, destroy first?
No, that's not the first one, right?
Oh, that's
No.
That's our first question.
yeah.
I was gonna say, dude, damn, it sucks.
Choose your adventure. Yeah.
I don't care. Just
Let's
whatever.
do the would you rather's.
All right.
Yeah.
So the first one, would you rather always scream everything you say or always whisper everything you say?
I'm gonna let you guys answer first.
I can get loud sometimes when I get excited and I'm telling stories. And I've had people shush me. They're like, Tony, relax. You don't have to yell. I'm like, I'm just really excited and tell the story. So I guess maybe I would just change it up. I guess I'll just whisper it, change it up for everybody.
There you go. Okay.
I'm going to do the opposite and change it up because sometimes with a deeper voice, sometimes people don't hear me quite clearly, and it's like, "What?" Oh my god! So I'll be loud.
Yeah.
Interesting. I get yelled at all the time for being way too loud, so I'm gonna go with whisper.
I think I would rather. I think I'd rather be too loud. Yeah. Put me down for loud.
You'd rather be too loud.
Yeah.
You're already
Yeah.
pretty loud.
Am I? Do you think? I don't think I'm all. I don't think I.
Well, so guys, we come from we work in a plant.
Okay.
In case you haven't figured that one out, we have to wear earplugs all the time.
Yeah.
So we're always
John,
yelling. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just loud in there.
We work deep in the yogurt mines, as we were told to one. As
Yeah.
what Andy said, the yogurt mines.
It's something, that's for sure.
It's some of the grossest stuff ever made, but it pays well. So and people buy it, evidently. Who knows?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, people allegedly buy it.
Perfect. Ding.
I was just thinking the same thing. I wish I had the fucking bell. We're ready for when you guys are.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
All right.
Excellent.
All right, you ready for the second one?
Ready.
Yeah.
Would you rather always be 5 hours early to an event or always 5 hours late?
Fuck.
Oh. The fuck is? Why would he make it 5? Why can't he
That
shorten it down?
sucks.
That's a lot of time. 5's a lot of time.
That's the problem. Is
Yeah.
I have too much time on my hands. Like today, I will get distracted and like lose track of time and fuck everything up. So I guess I'd say 5 hours too early, but
I don't like being late to the places. I'm fine if it's a few minutes here, a few minutes there, but just for an example, if I throw a party and I tell everyone to come over at 7:00 and no one's there by 7:05, I'm like pacing around the house. I'm like, what the fuck, guys? I said 7:00. And of course, nobody wants to be the first person.
no, most people
party.
say 7. And I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll be there before 8.
Yeah, that's basically it. I'm like now just pacing around the house for like 45 minutes until people started showing up. I was like, what's up? Hey, yeah, no, I've just been chilling, dude. School, whatever. I mean,
Why are you sweating?
yeah.
Cops?
I mean, I would be early. I would have to be early. I can't be late. But 5 hours is a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they have a
Yeah.
bar wherever we're at, then I'll be good.
Yeah.
5 hours, Twister.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he make it like 2 hours?
Yeah.
2 hours is more reasonable than 5.
I mean,
I'm not going anywhere for 5 hours. It's hard enough for me just to go to work for 5 hours. I'm not going to go out and socialize with people for 5. Fuck that shit.
But also, if you're 5 hours late, like, why are you even going?
Yeah. Yep.
dude, like 5 hours is almost half of our work shift.
Yeah.
You know, like if I was 5 hours early to work,
And like I said, I'm not going anywhere for 5 hours. If something tells me you got to go there, but it's going to be 5 hours long, I'll be like, nope, I'm not even going. Like, screw that.
there's guys that show up on some of the shifts an hour early. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with these fucking old fucks?
Well, yeah, those guys are straight up psychopaths. Yeah.
You know, and I asked him one time, and he's like, "Oh, I got nothing better to do." And I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
How do you have nothing better to do than you're an hour early
Yeah.
to work?" And they sit in the break room and just drink coffee and read the newspaper. I'm like, "You could have did that at home, bud."
Yeah.
I think there's one of those guys at every place.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah.
They have no lives and they have nobody to talk to, so they come to work early to talk to everybody at work.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
What do you, so okay, if it's not confidential, what type of work do you guys do?
I work at a print shop doing printing mostly. You know,
Oh, that's cool.
Like
Yeah.
printing like shirts?
No, mostly posters, books, and whatnot. But I know how to do the shirt stuff too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, mine's nowhere near as cool. I work for a restoration company, like your roofs, siding, gutters, interior.
Oh, okay. It's cool too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
my day to day is different, so it keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not outside doing that shit. I work in the office.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's that right where I would fuck being outside.
Yeah, I did all that manual labor when I was a young lad, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, fuck that. I don't want to be outside in the cold.
No.
Or the hot.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, I guess I need to give my answer. My answer is I don't even fucking know. I don't. I guess I'd rather be late.
Late.
I guess I'd rather be 5 hours late.
Now you're crazy.
Dude, is this now? Is this supposed to be like every event that you go to?
Well, shit. Yeah, I guess it said it's worded.
Yeah.
I mean, to read it again.
You'd always be 5 hours early or 5 hours late.
So
Always.
always. Yeah.
Always.
All right, so listen here, gang. If I invited you guys over for my party at 7 p.m., you guys aren't even getting there until midnight. Like, who knows how many? Like, when you show up 5 hours late for a party, like sober, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's probably like hammered. You're like, you guys are obnoxious. I don't want to
Yeah.
be here.
Yeah,
And
I guess.
yeah, and I'm an early guy. I always have to be early. If even if I'm on time, I'm stressing. Even being on time.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, put me down for I'd rather be 5 hours early.
I guess I have to agree with that because yeah, that makes more sense.
Would you change it if it was a 2 hour?
No, well,
Think about it. If you're going to a concert or a ball game or something and you show up
It's over. Yeah.
2 hours late, you're missing the
Oh yeah, yeah. You
wanna
can
see.
never go to. That's a good point. You can never go to a concert or a sports event.
yeah.
Save so much money.
I was 2 hours late to a sports event last year, and I fucking hated it.
Yeah, there you go. That answers your question.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, but you were also stressed out.
Well,
Yeah,
that's,
Yeah, you blew a tire, didn't you?
yeah.
Oh, I've done it before.
I blew a tire with when I was exactly 2 hours away from the game that started in exactly 2 hours.
On I-80.
Yeah, on I-80. So
ironically, I've done that. I was going to Tottenham. Where the hell was it? It's somewhere on West Coast PA or East Coast PA, and I was I blew a tire, and I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna make it in time."
Oh,
I still went, but I missed. It was a Penguins game. I missed the first 2 periods of the game.
Damn.
So I got to watch 15 minutes of the game too. I was so mad. It was my first ever Pens game too.
And by that time, they're not selling hot dogs anymore.
No, I don't. It was bad, man. I was really mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the next time you went to a game, then you got the good luck and Joe got the bad luck.
Yeah, poor Joe. Amanda's husband
His
Joe
chair.
sat in a chair that was like just riddled with piss.
Somebody spilled the beer on it.
It was so bad.
ugh.
Yeah, it was. Apparently, I didn't smell it, but I allegedly it smelled terrible.
You were also 3 people away.
Yes.
Ugh.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was
But
bad news.
going to sporting events suck.
Yeah.
I do like to watch
Going to
like
public anyway sucks.
Yeah.
yeah. Like we've definitely hit an age where it's like, oh no, there's this like big huge event, like there's gonna be tons of people for the show. I'm like, pass.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like now just trying to find shows that are in smaller venues with like.
The problem with that is like if it's close to selling out, it's like, oh, I'm like, no, it's a small venue. I don't want to be there with that many people.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm good.
I'm like some shows that I bought tickets for this upcoming like month or so. I'm like, it's at a smaller venue, and I'm hoping that like they're like a big signed band for years, but they're not huge. So I'm hoping that like it's only going to be 20 people,
Mhm.
which sucks for them, but it's great for me because I don't have to be squished in with
Yeah.
fucking everybody.
Yep.
See, but I
Ugh.
feel like it would be indifferent. Like I'm indifferent if it comes to terms. Like when I saw Blink, there was 100,000 people there. Like that doesn't bother me nearly as much as if it's like a small venue with that's like, got 200 people in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, what are we talking venue wise? Like, are you in an inside like an arena, or are you like
pretty much arenas are like
right?
big.
But are you inside or outside arena?
For Blink, it was outside.
Okay, and is it is it one that actually has like seats, like you can get to like nosebleeds, or is it like just like open fields?
It was at Hershey Park. So if you're not familiar with that, it was giant stadium, Hershey Park, but it was like bleachers.
It's kind of like our Blossom.
Okay, all right. I mean, I saw Blink a long time ago at Blossom, and that was on the lawn.
Yeah.
But which is fine, I guess. But like when we have like the big inside arenas and people are like, yeah, dude, I got tickets for like $100, and I was like, that's ridiculous. How did you see Blink for $100? I'm like, oh, I was in the nosebleeds. I'm like, well, I would rather just watch someone's TikTok, I think, at that point than sitting like where Blink looks like ants.
Yeah.
And like like on top of that, like the beers are like $20.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was hotter than hell. Like when I saw. So yeah, I mean, was it a good experience? No, but I went because I don't know if I'll ever go ever again. Like,
Yeah, it's your favorite band. I mean, it makes sense. We've all done that for our favorite bands.
Yep, that's true. Good point.
So anyway, that's my answer.
In a nutshell. All right, are you guys ready for number 3?
Bring it.
Would you rather have 20 fingers but no toes, or 20 toes but no fingers?
Whoa.
Jesus.
Can you walk with that many toes?
I don't think if you don't have toes, I'm not
Like
sure.
if you lose your pinky toe, you can't walk, right?
I don't think it's like a cat if you pull the whiskers off that they start smashing into walls. I think
What?
you just walk
that's
without
true.
pinky toes.
Yeah, I thought there was something about a toe that if you lose a certain toe,
You lose your
walking
balance.
becomes very difficult. But I
That's
don't.
crazy. Yet they make that one the worst one that you fucking hit off stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, so
I mean, if you get a prosthetic, then you should be okay.
will they do a prosthetic toe? Just one?
Well, it's
all toes.
Yeah,
Oh,
toes.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you only have one, you're fucked. But
Okay, this is a great question.
walk without toes.
Yeah, Amanda's saying that it is possible to walk without toes, although it's going to take adjustments and adaptations, which makes sense. Big
Yeah.
toes, what helps with balance.
Okay.
All right. I think I would rather have, if we're able to do the prosthetic thing here,
Yeah.
I'd rather
Like
get
fingers.
prosthetic toes than fingers.
Yeah.
Because if you got prosthetic fingers, maybe you're like trying to reach for a piece of garlic bread or something at dinner with everybody, and your finger falls off. That's just embarrassing. Like, oh, let me grab that. Then you become like the guy from Scary Movie, and you're like, bye, germs.
Oh
You
my
know?
God.
If you're really gonna get fingers.
I mean, I guess it would depend. Is everybody like this?
No, I would just imagine it would be
No,
just
like-
you.
Yeah, I think it's just you.
I think you're the
Okay,
freak,
but-
Charles.
If it's
Yeah.
just me, then I'm picking.
20 toes, somebody see it.
I feel like I don't know, man, because then it would be really hard to buy shoes.
With
Yeah, but
With
sure,
no
no
toes.
toes. Fingers.
Yeah.
Can't
You're
hold
worried
them.
about shoes.
Yeah,
What?
prosthetic fingers aren't going to also work for you to grab things.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I feel like it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I'll just wear clown shoes. I don't give a fuck. I'll just give me real fingers and prosthetic toes. Yeah, because I'm not gonna start eating something with a prosthetic. What if I start gnawing on my fingers? and I eat my finger. Like, dude just ate his fucking, like, he just ate like 4 fingers and didn't realize it.
Yeah, like
Because they fell off or some
the other
shit.
thing, they don't realize it, and if they can't, you're like, oh, that's my finger.
Like, don't mind me, just eating my finger.
I could make you another finger, Mitch. That's not a problem.
Well, I'm sure you
say,
could.
if you do have 20 toes, you make a shitload of money on the internet on those foot fetish sites.
Yeah,
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. Can you imagine?
Whoa.
that is a good point.
Damn, you could make a lot of money like when people are like squishing things with their feet and toes, but you have 20 toes?
Oh, you make a shitload.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Until it gets to the point where people are like, "Oh, it's the 20 toe
All right,
guy."
whatever next.
20 toe guy's live on TikTok again. I don't know. Fuck that guy.
Actually, you got 25 toes. You know?
Nah,
I don't know.
give me the 20 fingers and prosthetic toes.
I'm in the same boat.
Fake no toes or whatever it is. No toes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No toes with 20 fingers. But is 20 fingers really like? Is it really going to cause? Is it going to be more convenient?
Yeah, I mean, like, if somebody comes up to you and says, "Wow, you have no fingers? That's weird." He's like, "Well, I have 20 toes, but you got to take like 5 minutes to take your shoe off and,
With fake fingers.
with fake
Oh,
fingers,
yeah, that's true.
your fake toes."
All right. I guess
Yeah.
I'm swayed.
And and I'm almost just kind of just think of activities of daily living. You know,
Also
how
true.
much easier it would just be to do just your normal shit with no fingers or with prosthetic fingers.
Can't
Yeah.
wipe
I'd
your
rather
ass with
be
your fingers.
yeah.
Break one off in your ass as you're wiping it.
Oh no. I mean, as a musician, you could probably play like guitar.
Yeah,
Like you'd be fucking sick with having
20. You gotta pick,
Yeah.
finger pick.
yeah 10 fingers. Just,
You could probably play one of those sweet double guitars.
yeah.
You could probably actually up it to like a quadruple guitar. How about
Yeah,
that?
you might as well.
Yeah.
Be absolutely fucking amazing at piano. All right, I'm picking the
Oh.
fingers.
I changed my mind. Yep. All right. It's unanimous. We're all going fingers.
Word.
Okay.
All right. Next one. Would you rather only eat ramen noodles for every meal or only eat Pop-Tarts for every meal?
Ramen. Done.
Yeah, ramen. You can do so much more with it than a Pop-Tart.
Yeah. Listen, I like Pop-Tarts, but I like ramen more. And Tomboy brings up a really good point. You could throw in different seasonings. You got your eggs, meats. I'm in.
But see now, like with the Pop-Tarts, does it have to be the same flavor, or can it be
We only have
like,
like 20
you know, can I do brown sugar and cinnamon and do cherry and all that?
I would say that you can pick
Okay.
whatever. Like if you're gonna get them by the box, you can choose which flavor you want for every box.
I'm gonna do this just by a hair. I'm gonna take Pop-Tarts.
Wow. What's
But
your
boy,
go-to
it's close.
flavor?
My go-to is brown sugar and cinnamon. Then a close second is the cherry.
Interesting.
Man, Mitch, I did not know that you and I would have the exact flavors of Pop-Tarts.
Really?
That is exactly what I would fucking pick.
Of all the years that we've known each other and the year and 3 months we've done this podcast, we've never talked Pop-Tarts.
Apparently not.
Wow. Did you know in the break room at work, it's not there anymore, I never knew they made them, was Eggo waffle flavored Pop-Tarts.
I saw those, but I never bought them.
They are disgusting. Don't get them.
Oh no.
I was so excited because I was looking and I'm like, Eggo waffles. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. And luckily it was just like a 2-pack. And it was, it was like $1.50, and I ate it. I was like, no, I don't taste any Eggo waffle here at all.
But listen, the only Pop-Tart that might dethrone the brown sugar cinnamon one would be the cinnamon roll Pop-Tart.
Never had.
Fucking
Neither did I.
incredible.
I think whoever buys blueberry Pop-Tart should be shot in the face. I do not understand the blueberry. That is the grossest one ever made.
No. So you
Oh,
wanna
I'm sorry,
shoot me in the
Amanda.
face.
Okay, except you. Except you.
Okay, cool. I won't send you Sweet Caroline for a while then.
Oh, don't you even fucking dare with Sweet Caroline. God, I hate. Oh.
Funny story with Sweet Caroline. When we went to Florida, there was a lot of or it's not Florida. I don't know that. I was just looking at something. When we went to Ireland, completely different place. There was a lot of bars there that were just covering American songs, and they would do Sweet Caroline, but instead of saying ba ba ba, they're going whoa oh oh, and it really threw me off. I was like, because I was like, I'm drunk enough to sing along to this, and I was like, but what the woes? You're doing woes, which I'm okay with because I like punk and ska music, so I'll get down on woes.
Yeah.
But Misfit style. But I didn't know that's what they do over there.
Wow, that's terrible. That is,
Yeah.
if anyone knows, that is the song I hate more than any song ever made. And I don't really have a reason, like a legit solid reason why I hate it so much. It's the whoa thing. It's just I think it just how it became so popular for no reason. How it gets played at sporting events. It's got no reason to be played at a sporting event.
It's one of those that's also just played at bars all the time.
Yep.
So here's, I don't mean to sidetrack here, but to throw a question at you guys, what song that's played at a bar all the time is the one you hate the most?
We do.
I know when I used to frequent bars. Now this is early 2000s. Because I haven't really gone much lately. Oh my God. American Pie was played.
I fucking also hate that song.
Yep, that was played all the time. Anytime I ever went to a karaoke, there was always a group of 3 or 4 meatheads that would play that. And they'd be standing there in their tank tops and their big muscly ripply arms, thinking they were cool, and they were singing the song. And they had their arms around each other, and I hated them. I hated them. I hate that song. I don't know if that gets played as much now. I haven't been to a bar in I don't know how many years, but at least when I went, that was the go-to that I hated.
See, that is not at all what I thought you were going to say as far as the people singing those. I was not picturing like jock dudes, but I get it.
Yeah.
I'm going with Don't Stop Believing.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Yep.
That's where he's going to become a karaoke DJ.
It's just bullshit.
Also, that one is. I've actually been kicked in the nuts over that song, but that's a different story for a different time.
Oh my God!
Wow, how I can't even imagine how that could have possibly happened.
It was so. My one buddy really hates Journey, and we were at the bar hanging out drinking, and somebody played that song in the jukebox, obviously. And he's like, I fucking hate this song. Fuck this song. And so me being a good friend, I'm annoying him by singing it. And I get to the point where it's during like the chorus where I have like a pretend microphone in my hand. And I kind of like lean back as I'm singing it. And I'm fully exposed. And he just straight up kicks me right in the dick.
Oh, nice.
And I like bend over trying to catch my breath. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm going to kill you. And then later on in the night when the bar closing time, I got him back when we were all hanging outside before we parted ways. Smacked him right in the dick, and then he rolled down across the sidewalk. So
now this isn't the same friend that was rolling his boogers in the air. It's the same guy, different guy. Okay.
Completely different guy. Amanda, what's your bar song?
You know what? I'm like Mitch. I haven't been to a bar in a really long time. And I'm trying to think of so my brother and his buddies host this big redneck party up the road from my mom's house every year, and we always have a mix of stuff. I don't know. I'd have to say like anything country, honestly. Like the old stuff, like Sweet Caroline and Journey and all that stuff. Like I grew up listening to all that, so I'm cool with that whenever it's played. But like I hate country music. Can't stand it.
And, Friends in Low Places by Garth Brooks was a horrible one.
That was going to be my answer because the whole bar started singing it. Yeah.
Yep. That's
like, cool. For years, I didn't even know what a Garth Brooks song was. I know who Garth Brooks was, obviously, but I didn't know any of his songs. And then I started going to bars, and they started playing that. I'm like, oh, that's who he is. Okay, now I don't feel like him.
Yeah.
The last time I heard that, like, out and about, and it was during karaoke, so years ago, like, before COVID, for my work, our entire unit would go for a conference. We'd go down to Seven Springs here in, like, where would you say that is, Deej? Like, southwestern,
know.
sort of central
Isn't-
PA. It's down in
Yeah.
Somerset County, I think. Anyway,
Yeah. So it's like South Central.
yeah, so, like, a few hundred people, and we go to Seven Springs, we have our conference, and it was like, middle of the conference, I think it was our last night or, like, the middle of the week or whatever, and our department head is, like, heading up everybody singing Friends in Low Places, and he can't sing for shit, and he's got everybody else singing with him, and I'm like, "Wow, I've got a new perspective of my boss's 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 boss." That was the last. I mean, we sing it during our big drunken redneck party too, but it's a little different when it's all people that you know and like to hang out with and party with and whatever versus your coworkers and people you really don't interact with on a regular basis.
I mean, your best
and your
behavior.
boss. I was standing there watching him like, what is happening? I'm going back to my room. Hi, Jack. Sorry.
I think mine would be probably Africa by Toto.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I almost said Africa.
Yeah, like dude, Toto when they hold the line, that song, as the young kids say, slaps.
It does slap. I never realized it was. I didn't realize it was Toto
Oh
for
yeah,
the longest time until like just within the last 10 years. It just blows my mind. Yeah, that's a great song.
yeah, but oh man, Africa, not into it, not anymore.
Yep, I agree with that one too.
And then you have Weezer doing that cover album, and they cover it, but it sounds exactly like the same. It's like the same song. It's like that kind of takes away the whole point of covering a song, right? You're supposed to change it up.
That's
Speed it up,
infuriating.
slow it down, but it sounds the exact same.
Dude, I got fucking lamb basted in. Have you ever been in the Blink-182 Reddit?
No.
Okay, I got absolutely fucking lambasted in there one day because I got in there because all people do all day long is be like, "Check me out! Look at this video of me playing What's My Age Again," and I'm like, "Who gives a flying fuck?" And I got in there and I made a big post about why do people do this, and boy, people fucking lost their shit on me. Telling me that I was a fucking asshole. And I was like, oh, sorry, I don't want to see other people covering shitty versions of Blink songs. Like, it's dumb. And I'm not going to watch it. But there'll be 700 comments. It'll be like, good job. Like, cool. What the fuck is this? Like, I just think it's dumb. They're just basically, well, don't fucking watch them. Like, I'm not. I'm just asking why it happens.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be famous.
Yeah. Reddit's also a dark place that everyone can turn on you on the flick of the light, dude.
Oh yeah, it's bad. I try not to post that much on there. We have a Reddit, but we don't use it. We don't utilize it.
Yeah. That was a big sidetrack.
Oh yeah,
that's all we do. We are that our show. That's what 90% of it is sidetracking.
Yeah.
We
get caught up into it too.
Yep.
Funny, this guy today, he's like at SuperCon, he's like, what's your show about, man? And I'm like, really nothing.
Yeah.
He's like, cool. Like Seinfeld, yeah?
Yeah. I would pretty much call us Seinfeld, related. Because there's times, how many times do we like not even hit the subject that we're going to hit? And a lot of the subjects are, just nothing.
Yeah.
We are a show about nothing.
Like we always have like a nice little we have an idea of where we want to go, but sometimes it just doesn't get there.
So I was gonna ask you guys like how it went earlier, but I didn't know if like that was gonna like interrupt like in the show.
No, go for it.
So everything like it was good. You get like a lot of people kind of coming up and talking.
Oh, SuperCon. Oh yeah. So Mitch wasn't there. which
Nah.
is totally fine. It's okay. It's how what you were saying earlier about people.
I'm sometimes I'm just not a people person, and I didn't feel like peopling today.
But ultimately, yeah, it was okay. Like it was busy. It was pretty busy, like way busier than the last time.
Was it?
Yes.
Were the Star Wars cosplayers there?
They were.
Were they?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot going on, and it felt like a little bit more cramped than normal.
The
Was it
furry
the
was
same
there
place?
too, Mitch.
What's that?
The furry was there too.
Really?
Yep. Do you remember the furry from last time?
I do.
Yep. Same one.
Wow, that's kind of hot. No, not really.
Tammy was intrigued. I pointed them out, and Tammy was like, "What is up with that person?" Like, I don't know.
Poof. Some people.
I've been trying to find a furry to interview for our show.
Oh, really?
It's not as easy as you think.
I bet.
Well, with your Reddit track record with trying to get people to interview.
Yeah, it's it's a gamble when you're looking around on Reddit.
Leaving it up to the interwebs.
I feel like you have some good things coming up, but some things it's like it's impossible to reach these people. Some pages you get into and they're like, you have to tell us why you want to join this page. And I'm like, oh man, I just want to make a post so someone's interested in coming on the podcast. That's all. But I can't say that.
You're like, I love furries.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Like every page that's asking me to be why I want to be on there, like, yes, I am also one of you.
Been one for 20 years.
Yeah. And then as soon as I get there, I'm like, you want to come on my podcast?
Like, I'm a double agent, guys. I'm not actually a furry.
Then they just kick me off the page. I'm like, fuck.
Maybe you should go to a convention, like a furry convention.
That's not a bad idea. When you told me that you guys like do this like convention thing that you guys did today, I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool idea. I wonder if we have anything local that I can actually like jump into and try to do that.
I mean, does it garner, listeners? I probably had about 5 or 6 people, that I started just giving away. I was like, here's a business card and here's enamel pin and here's like me and Amanda also 3D print stuff. So I would 3D print different things that would have to do with our show. So
usually stupid sayings.
Yeah, just dumb sayings or whatever. And some guy comes up later and he goes, "What is this eggplant named Kevin? What's that?" And I'm like, "You got to listen to the show." He goes, "What show?" And I'm like, "Look above you. There's a banner." He's like, "Oh." He's like, "So what episode?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know, bro. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Figure it out. That's the whole point." And he reaches in the bowl and he grabs these like little knobs that I have in there, and he's like, "Why does this say 24 on it?" I'm like, "Because that's the episode number in which is that happens." He goes, "Oh, okay. So I have to listen to episode 24 to figure out why you have a knob here." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's cool." So, and then he's like,
for that guy.
Yeah.
What's that?
Too much work for that guy.
I know. Yeah. You asked me way too many questions, but at this point I was kind of, I was into it enough that I'm like, I'll just answer whatever he has to ask. He's like, "What's this here?" And I'm like, I was like, "That is a raccoon in a cheeseburger." He goes, "Why?" And I'm like, again, listen to the show.
By that time, I've been like, you know what? We don't even have a podcast. It just got canceled. Like, don't worry about it. It is now off the air. You cannot find it anywhere. Get the fuck out.
He took all this stuff from me, and then
you bothered me.
Yeah. The last one he picked up was he picks it up and he looks at it. He goes, "What's this one say?" And I'm like,
"Oh my
temperature
God.
control box." And he goes, and he just put it down and walked away. He like, yeah. It fucking made me laugh my ass off. No more questions. Put it down, walk away.
When people ask you like, "Hey, what's your podcast about?" Like, what's your usual go-to? What do you tell them?
I usually say nothing.
Yeah, I usually just say we just talk stupid shit. I said we just talk. I said we usually have like I said we talk like pop culture stuff. We do, local stuff. I said it's just a wide variety of shit is how I basically say it.
Yeah, it is. Like I think I mean, it's cool that there is like podcasts that are like have a theme, like they're the murder mystery or whatever the case may be. Like Star Wars and video games and what have you. But I appreciate the podcasts like you guys. Like that's just every episode something different.
Yeah.
And it keeps it fresh and new for everybody. Like when we get asked, I'm like, it's mostly dick and fart jokes. But then like and I judge off the reaction. Like some people are like, "Oh, that's exactly what I love." I'm like,
Yeah.
"You're gonna love it. Here's a sticker."
Yeah.
But then some people are like, "Oh, okay," and I'm like, "What?" Then I also sprinkle in. I'm like, "But we do interviews with these people and these people," and they're like, "Okay, that's more up my alley." I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah. I like that you guys do that. You do like the interviews and stuff. We talk about that a little bit here and there, but I don't think we don't really know anybody worthy to interview. I don't think.
I mean, yeah, you guys are legitimately the first guests that we've had on.
Yeah.
Hell
and we've
yeah.
had we have people that are like, I want to come on your show, and usually we're like, nah. Like, we that's not a part of the show we're gonna do. So I'm afraid we're gonna go down that road where if we interview one person,
then you got
to then you're gonna have like people being like, well, I want to do this, and it's like, nah, you're not that interesting. I don't even think I'm that interesting that people should even listen to. So why would I think you're gonna be interesting?
Yeah. I mean, like we had an original co-host on for I'd say probably 60 something episodes.
Yeah.
And we would do interviews here and there. Like we had a one friend that just had a baby, and so she came on and we wanted to taste breast milk for the first time.
Oh.
So she actually she brought a bottle of breast milk, and we brought her on the show, and like we tasted breast milk for the first time. And we do like random shit like that, like occasionally.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, like there was a guy that we interviewed that we also found on Reddit that was like he was supposed to be on To Catch a Predator. You guys remember that show?
Oh my god, yeah, I love that show.
Yeah, so we interviewed this guy. He got all the way to the point of being at the house and meeting Chris Hansen. But there's a whole twist to the situation on why they weren't able to air the episode. So we were just, it's things like that I was searching for and looking and to kind of find like the weird random ones. But that was like a here or there thing. But once he left, Tomboy and I took over, and we kind of we're just kind of running with it. It's Tomboy and I some episodes, or bringing everybody else on.
Yeah. Oh wow. Freaking Catch a Predator. I love those shows. Those were great.
Yeah. So good.
All right, let's do another listener.
All right, so we've got one more, and it's a doozy. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Would you rather live in a beach house or live in a house in the mountains?
Oh.
Tomboy, you want to go first? Beach house or mountains?
I guess mountains.
Why?
Change the scenery every time. I don't know. Plus, like less direct damage after your hurricane season.
Well, it depends where you're at for hurricane season.
Oh yeah, true. I mean, if you're on the West Coast.
Yeah. Okay. Mountains or beach? This is tough, guys.
Less tourists with the mountains.
I mean, this is true. I think I would probably also go mountains because I do like to do the whole like camping and cooking food on a fire and shit like that. I mean, I love the beach, but I burn really easily. I got to use like SPF 5000. And if it's on a beach house, I feel like you're gonna have to deal with a lot of people. I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go mountain.
Yep. Bubs.
I am yeah, if I was completely on my own, it would be mountain. But
Yeah.
my wife would say beach house for sure. So in an effort to continue with this life the way that I have it now, I'm gonna go with beach.
Yeah, you gotta go with the significant other ones.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm easy. Mountains. I think my wife would be down with the mountains too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Beach too hot. I'm a cold guy. I'd rather be too cold than too hot. Yep, secluded. Yep, give me mountains all day, every day.
One more.
See, shit. Yeah, that's another thing I think of. I'm a freeze baby. I
Yep.
do not like being cold. My
Yep.
girlfriend, on the other hand, loves it. I think she's got some sort of Viking heritage, and that sucks for me and the dog.
Yeah.
British, Irish.
Yeah. She wants to keep the house at like 61 during the winter, and the dog and I are like dying.
Yeah. That's
I try to push it up to like 64, and then I go to the bathroom and it's back down to 62.
uh
But I mean, yeah, I mean the mountains. I would like the being secluded, I think.
yep.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that. Why was that a doozy?
I think that was the joke. It's
That
a real tough one, guys. Would you rather have ice cream or cake for your birthday?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you never know. You never know where the Twister listener is gonna go. Like I said, that was our third one, so it's like, and sometimes he'll hit you with like, one of them was like the most ridiculous shit ever, and I'm like, what the fuck? How do you even
Yeah.
answer
Want me
that?
to dig some of those up? I got them right here.
Maybe one or two. We're pushing an hour and a half ish.
All right. Do you want to do that, or do you want to get into the?
Let's just let's do his other part of his list. I don't want to do Twister reruns.
Poor Twister.
Poor Twister.
All
I
right,
love Twister, but no, I don't want any more of his shit. It was old shit. I want fresh Twister.
Fresh Twister. Is that our episode title?
There we go. Yeah.
All right. Keep, sell, destroy. I don't know if you want me to go with this first one because it gets political.
Oof.
No, leave the
No,
balls
if it's political, I'm out. I don't want to.
Yeah, same. Let's skip it.
Yeah.
All right. Keep, sell, destroy. Pop music, country music, Christmas music.
Oh.
What was the first one?
Pop
music.
So pop music. What was it? Pop music. What?
Country. And Christmas.
Oh,
And it's called. What's the game called again?
Keep, sell, destroy.
Keep, sell, destroy.
It's a PG version of Fuck, Marry, Kill.
No, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
I got it. Keep, sell, destroy. Keep pop music.
Mm-hmm.
Destroy Christmas. And I guess sell country. Am I making money off of this?
Probably
What
not.
a great fucking question.
What's the sell point? Yeah, I don't get what's the sell point of it.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
What's that?
I'm not really sure because it would be the same as destroy, in my opinion.
Yeah, if I'm like that's what I'm saying. Like, so what's the sell part of it? If I sell country music as like let's say like a record label, I can make a shit ton of money off of that. I absolutely hate Christmas music. There's like I don't know 6 Christmas songs and they've just been redone 1,010 times. And I like pop music, so I guess that's my option.
It's interesting that you bring this up. I've never once considered why it's sell.
Yeah, why did we call it sell?
I don't know.
Who was that? Our idea to call it sell?
No, this was 100% something that was spawned off of a conversation between you and Twister in the break room.
It was a Twister. It was just a Twister thing. I'm not taking any blame for this.
Is it too late for somebody to text Twister and be like, "What's the sell situation here?"
He wouldn't even respond. What? I don't even know.
You asked him. You asked him a question one time, and he didn't respond for like an hour and a half, and his response was still not even the right response.
Yes.
yeah.
It's like an hour later, and he's like, "Well," you're like, "Well, that wasn't even close to what I asked, but whatever."
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Oh, I remember. It was the one about Steve Urkel.
Oh yeah,
And I said, which season of Steve Urkel are you referring to? And he just said, an hour and a half later, Family Matters. Okay. Like, that's all of them. So, yeah.
Tomboy, what do you have here?
I will keep pop music. I will kill, destroy.
It's sell and destroy for country and Christmas music.
I will destroy country music and sell Christmas music.
Okay.
Because it's cool. It's cool for about 2-3 weeks. Every once in a while, like you can randomly hear it.
I disagree.
Because I don't listen to the radio, so that's why I don't have to hear it.
The only Christmas song that I like is Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues.
Which really isn't a Christmas song.
I mean, it kind of is.
It is, but it's not. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not your traditional Christmas song, but
Yeah.
it's people are saying that Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
So is the Pogues.
Exactly.
All right, boys.
I have divisive opinions on this.
yeah.
Well,
I'm with you, Tomboy.
Tell us your options, and then we'll discuss this then.
Yep. I'm with you. I definitely keep pop music. I'm gonna sell country, or no. I'm destroying country. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna sell Christmas because at least there are some Christmas songs. There's a handful that I like to listen to. Country can all fuck off. I hate all of it.
See, I get that. I hate pop country, like the Red Solo Cup and Save a Horse. I hate all that shit. Pop country sucks. Yeah. But if you go like more on the folky side, I mean, like Johnny Cash is technically country, right? I mean, like Hank Williams, you know, like that old folky stuff I'm into, and like there's like this like new, I don't even know what you want to call this.
Emo country?
Is that what they call this?
Pretty much.
I don't know. But yeah, there's some that I'm like, this is it, but it doesn't feel emo though. But like
raw.
I don't know. But yeah, I can get to the old folky stuff. I just fucking hate pop country.
Yeah, I can't do any of it. Like probably Johnny Cash, I can handle like maybe a handful of his song, but like even the old country stuff, I can't. I don't. It gives me like PTSD for some reason. I don't know if I have some sort of something happened to me in my early childhood that I can't even listen to like that old country music. It all just is absolute. I can't do it. Just cannot.
Fair enough.
And like I said, it's another one. I have no good reason why. As soon as I hear like. I don't know if you guys watch Family Guy, but when they do the Conway Twitty and they pop him up for random parts, and I'm just like, oh, I can't listen to this. It's just like I don't know. It's as soon as it's country, I'm out.
Fair enough.
I get
All
it.
right, Deej. Oops.
Mine is similar. I'm going to, but I'm keeping Christmas music because I like it.
Whoa! So it's not similar. So what the hell are you saying?
I'm keeping Christmas, destroying country, and selling pop.
Oh.
I mean, again, if you're selling,
I figure it's like the fuck me to kill. Like you want to only have it for a little bit, not the rest of your life.
So what is the selling? The fucking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Selling's like the well, we'll just do it again. As the kids say, it's mid. It's not like we love it, and it's not like we hate it. It's like
you only tip it a little bit, like it is now, where it's like, oh, you only have to hear it like a couple weeks out of the year, and then it's gone for another.
Yeah. Like I said, give me Last Christmas, give me a couple other Christmas songs. I'm good.
No, Mitch.
Oh yes, I'm so.
Oh god.
So we're not.
Actually, you know what? Wait. Last Christmas. Oh, that's fine. That one's okay. I thought you were talking about the. No, I liked that one. I thought you were talking about the Mariah Carey. Oh my goodness.
Oh God, no.
Fellas. Oh, and lady, Amanda. I don't mean to leave you out here. I just typically say boys. But
That's okay.
When I used to bartend, there was somebody that played the Mariah Carey Christmas song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then right after it was the same song, but in Spanish. And then the right after was the same song but in German. I was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing to me right
I'm
now?"
surprised it wasn't me because that's usually my move. Just play a random pop song over and over and over again. Just for everybody else.
Listen, we've all been there. I've done it. I've done it with Du Hast, but
Oh, Du Hast. I love that song.
but like when I was like, I can't believe this fucking song is playing over and over and just in different languages. And so I grabbed the remote and skip it, and then it's just Backstreet Boys, and I was like, all right, I'm cool with this.
There we go. Hey, that's my guy right there. So now when All I Want for Christmas came from like Spanish and German, was it still Mariah singing it? Or
No,
did they
no, it's somebody else, but just
I wasn't sure if they paid Mariah. It's like, all right, Mariah, go German on us now. And,
yeah, no, I think it was just a different female singer, just in different languages.
I mean, yeah, I can see why it drives some people crazy, but I feel like the season without it is not nearly as nice.
I agree.
Before my daughter was around, I hated it. I would have probably put Christmas in the destroy. And then I don't know, something about having a kid, maybe. I don't know. But then it just got a little more tolerable to now it's just like, well, I gotta listen to Christmas music. It's weird. But like still just like the same like six to 10 songs.
Yeah.
That's all there is.
Pretty much. Yeah, you're right. That really is all there is.
Don't want to hear anything new.
Yeah, those songs,
classic 6 songs.
all those songs have been covered by Sinatra. They've all been covered by Dean Martin and fucking God knows who else. Like they've all.
Until your favorite band covers it.
Yeah.
I think it was episode 2 of this show where Mitch and I did a study on Jingle Bells, and that song is a Thanksgiving song.
Yeah.
What?
It was written for Thanksgiving. Yeah.
You have my attention.
Yeah, that's really all there is to it. That it was written for Thanksgiving, and it's got a bunch of extra verses that nobody ever sings, and
it's got like 4 or 5 verses, I think, or some shit.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
The only extra verses I know is Batman smells around laid an egg.
Yeah, that poor Fanny Bright getting knocked on her ass.
Yeah, Fannie Mae was on a carriage and she fell and broke her ass, and somebody went and I think Parson Brown did something with Fannie Mae or something like that, and
it was interesting.
It's a very interesting. Yeah, I can't really remember. I mean, I can't remember what we talked about 3 weeks ago. I'm definitely not going to remember episode 2, but
it might have been 1. No, I think it was 2.
I think it was 2 because I think 2 or 3 because we started right around the holidays.
Yeah, Thanksgiving or something like that was right around the time we did it. So we were talking about holiday shit. But it was interesting. Yeah, it's definitely not a Christmas song. And then remember this past year, man, we did that fucking one with the
car accidents.
It's gonna be a very merry. Yeah, the car accident one. That fucking song is insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. What was it? What was the most accident-inducing Christmas song?
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman. Yep.
Yep.
And then that's when I called Mariah the Queef of Christmas.
Queef is such a funny word.
It is a great word.
Yeah.
Yeah, describes it pretty well too.
That shit.
Yeah. All right. Let's do another Keep Merry or whatever the fuck it's called. Keep
Merry fuck.
Yeah.
All right, but before we do that, Mitch, I gotta tell you, Kenzie discovered Wham's Last Christmas version, and she absolutely loves it. Like she is a Wham fan.
Yep, that's Wham is my first video cassette I ever got as a child was the Wham's very first album, and I've been a Wham fan ever since. Last Christmas, hands down, I will not be swayed any other way. That's the best Christmas song ever.
I hate Christmas music, but I do like Last Christmas by Wham.
Yep.
I will put that in there as an okay Christmas song.
There we go.
What about Last Christmas by Jimmy Eat World? Do you like that version?
I did not actually know that they covered that.
Oh, it's not bad.
I mean, I love Jimmy.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that they covered it. I'm gonna look for it after we get done here.
It's a good one.
No.
Mitch didn't like it, but I liked it.
No. Anybody that covers Last Christmas once again should be shot in the face because that's a song that should be left alone.
Very, very.
At least just with me. At least with me. That's my
That's how
thought.
you really feel.
Yeah. Like whoever likes this song should die in a burning building.
Harsh. All right, you guys ready for another one?
Bring it.
Ready?
All right, before we do this, Tony and Tomboy, do you guys have sheets out your way?
We have sheets, yeah.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Keep, sell, destroy. Wendy's, Burger King, sheets.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck you, Twyster.
Tomboy, you go first.
Okay, so we lost a bunch of Burger Kings around this area, so
Oh,
I don't know if
really?
that was closed. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it must have been like a general manager just closed and then sold them off.
Oh, okay.
I have a problem with Wendy's and Burger King. They got rid of both of my favorite sandwiches from there. So
Go on. What what?
they got rid of the grilled chicken at Wendy's. I love that one.
Okay.
And then they got rid of the not the bacon here. The double stacker. It was like the perfect hangover burger.
At Burger King?
Yeah, Burger King.
Okay.
Because it was just greasy enough, but it tastes delicious enough to like you guys hit the right spot if you're hungover. I will get rid of Burger King.
That's your display?
I will destroy I will destroy Burger King. I will keep
And sell.
sheets and sell Wendy's.
Okay.
Because there's a big variety with sheets.
Yeah. This is tough. I think Wendy's is probably my favorite out of the fast food burger places. I do also prefer Burger King over McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Hot
Same.
topic.
Hot Top? Oh. I was like, what the fuck do they got to do with anything? Never mind.
No, I just meant like that. Just let's say. I guess I would keep Wendy's. Sell Burger King and I guess destroy Sheets. Nothing against Sheets. When I've stopped in and grabbed food, it was good, but I just don't have enough experience in the Sheets, so I guess I'm just gonna have to go with that.
Interesting. Spuds?
No, I got to think about this.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna keep Burger King, sell Wendy's, destroy Sheets because not that I have a problem with Sheets, like Tony said, but I guess I'm just kind of over it. I like we live in a very small area of Pennsylvania. I don't know, but there's not a lot in this town, and when it comes to a night shift worker, that Sheets is often what you're left with.
Yeah, I understand that. Fair enough. I think that's the reason I have nostalgia for it because I went to school in Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So, of course, you had Sheets up there, but we didn't have Sheets for years. But now it's not like the last probably 5-6 years they all started popping up. So when I found one, I'm like, my friends hated me for it because like we're going to this shitty bar just so I could go to get Sheets afterwards.
I mean, it's good, but it's just
It was nostalgia now that we have like I'm surrounded like by my house there's like 4 of them, so I'm okay with it. But I get what you're saying. Like,
Yeah, I don't have anything near me. I think the closest Sheets to me is at least 20 to 25 minutes away.
my house.
I was thinking like Ridgeville.
Oh,
yeah, on the way to work. Yeah.
I mean, just in this area alone, from I think like I forget exactly what it is, but it's like 1.4 miles from work both ways. There's Sheets. And then there's something called Snappies, which I don't know if Snappies is like I don't know how their reach.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, we don't have the Snappies.
Right. So it's similar to Sheets. They have food there too. Their food's arguably better, but yeah, there's one of those, and then there's
What's
another.
The one that's like up around Lakewood Heights. That's like at Bunce and Lakewood Heights. There's like those like gas stations that also has like really good food. Like that's like
I didn't know that.
oh, fuck. I feel like Snappy sounds very
It might be
familiar.
the one across the street from like Speedway.
No, there's a Circle K at that intersection.
Circle K,
yeah, right across the street there.
Yeah. It might be.
I feel like it might be a
I
Snappy's.
just never even paid attention.
Yeah, we might have those here.
Just one, yeah.
Yeah, like we have. Well, there's a few of them around because there's also one like if you go up into like Cleveland area, like on Lorraine Road.
Oh, okay.
And start heading east.
Gotcha.
They're up there too, and it might be a Snappy's. I'll have to double check into that, and I'll send you photos.
Okay.
Is it worth checking out then?
When I was there, they're like I walked in when they first opened because they also have like a little kitchen. It's not as big as like a Sheetz, but I happened to be like I don't know grabbing beer or something, and they're like, "Hey, do you want like a chicken tender?" And I was like, duh." And they're like, "Yeah, this is double fried chicken tenders. We're selling these here." And he gave me one. I was like, "This is fucking delicious," but I'm in the mood for drinking, not for eating. But I'll come back here like 2 a.m.
Let me finish these.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Huh.
Sorry, sidetrack.
No,
you're
I'm still thinking about how I would do this anyway. This is brutal. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna keep Wendy's, sell Sheets, destroy Burger King. But boy, that's tough. That is tough. Only because, like how Tomboy said, with Sheets, there's a variety of stuff. You know, I can get hot dogs, and I can get one of those little pizza things, or I can get a chicken sandwich. Or even though their burgers, I think, are kind of ass.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's a close sell destroy. But keep is definitely Wendy's for me.
Yeah, Wendy's one because of the Frosty.
Yeah, the Frosty. Yep.
Do you guys dunk your French fries in Frosties?
Hell yeah.
Never done it.
Oh, you haven't, Deej?
No.
Oh, you're missing out. I was about to say it should be against the law if you don't.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
so one time, now this might be a little divisive.
Also, Deej, if you're gonna do it in the chocolate. Don't do it in like the vanilla ones or whatever they're
That's
trying to
fair.
do.
I don't have a problem with it. I've just never done it. But one time I ordered fries, and my grandma used to teach me this trick where she's like, if you want your fries to be really fresh, order them unsalted.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
So I did that all the time. I haven't done it in a long time, but I did do that one time. And I went into Wendy's and they forgot to. I asked them for salt on the side, which they didn't give me. So they must have so whatever. I went in there and got salt, but instead I grabbed sugar.
Oh,
I was thinking about it, and I put sugar on my fries, and they were fucking delicious.
What?
interesting.
Wow.
So you put sugar on your fries, and then you have to add salt too. So I went in and got the salt. I was like, whatever, I'm gonna put salt on them. Maybe it'll be. They were great. I did it for months.
Interesting. Okay, listen, I'm gonna match you here. When you're getting like your Wendy's food, and I don't know if you guys are people like to dunk your French fries in ketchup, but ask for a chili sauce when you put your ketchup down. Put some of that chili sauce and mix that up with your ketchup, and dunk your fries in that shit. Oh, it's so good.
Nice.
That's a nice little hack there. You get a nice little kind of like spicy ketchup for your fries or nuggies or whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know, Mitch. Is that in your wheelhouse?
It is not.
Should we talk about this? Should we talk about how Mitch does not ask for anything extra at fast food restaurants?
I did want to kind of dive into this. I know we're probably getting to our ends here, but it sounds, when he was like, I'm not going to eat a fucking pasta if there's an onion in there.
Yeah.
Mitch, how picky are we talking?
Very picky. Like when I order a burger, it can only have just ketchup.
No cheese?
Oh no, cheese too. Cheese and ketchup. Yeah.
Okay.
Salads, no salad. If there's a word that says salad at the end, I'm not eating it. If you say any salad, I will definitely say nope, I don't touch it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Most vegetables I'm out. A good variety of them. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like I don't do like chili. I don't do chili. I don't do baked beans. I don't do,
I'm not really into the beans situation either. But I get it.
Mitch on everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think the Tomboy's also a picky eater.
I am super picky. I'm agreeing with those. I'm shaking my head. I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep.
I venture out every once in a while, but like It's like, give it to me plain. I'll just deal with it.
Exactly. Like I feel like Ron Swanson when people are like, "Give me a salad." I'm like, "I am not a
People sit there,
rabbit. Therefore I'm not going to eat this."
Yeah,
Like,
you want to make vegetables and like mix it in like with something else.
yeah, it's pretty bad. I wish I wasn't, but I am. Like I want to like this stuff, but I get even anything with vinegar, I'll instantly start gagging as soon as somebody even says the word vinegar. It's
You just said it.
well, that's true. I did say, but I said it, so it's okay. I've prepared my gag reflex.
I was just about to say gag reflex doesn't work on you.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
What about
Yep.
hot dogs? What's your hot dog style?
Cheese and ketchup.
Wait, cheese and ketchup?
Cheese. Yeah, you put
Like
cheese on a
nacho cheese?
motherfucking hot dog. I'm telling
Like
you,
wait. Are we talking like throwing like an American slice of cheese, or are we talking about nacho cheese?
either.
What the
I
fuck?
am more of I'm an American cheese slice kind of guy
On your hot dog
on my hot dog. Yep,
and then ketchup.
and ketchup.
Whoa.
It's not
Yep.
bad.
It's
I mean,
Yep.
listen, I love hot dogs, and I'll venture out. I've tried using all the different lubes, right? Ranch, barbecue sauce, what have you.
Mhm.
I've never thought about throwing a slice of cheese on there.
Yep, a cheese on a hot dog, and let me up you this with cheese and ketchup. Put ketchup in your mac and cheese.
Yeah, that's something that we used to do for the children growing up.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a child at heart.
Here, let me question.
Yeah.
Have you? Because Mitch will not try it, but I am obsessed with it. Peanut butter on a burger.
I've heard about this. I've never had it, but I'm very intrigued, and I definitely would try it.
So when it comes to burgers, I'm about as picky as you guys are. Not maybe not you, Tony, but as Tomboy and Mitch, I'm like a just cheese type of guy on a burger. But like a cheddar and peanut butter burger, fuck yeah, so good.
Interesting. Yeah, I've yet to try this out. I've heard about it. I have not been to any burger places that actually serve it. But I will definitely try it if it comes up.
Yeah, I haven't tried it either, but I'll let Tony. I might try it if I see it on the menu.
It's not bad. Like, I mean, I would even go if you can make yourself a nice like greasy wet burger, put some peanut butter on that shit.
I'll do it for free if I'm not wasting any of my money. Even like buying like a box of frozen patties. No, that's technically my money. If you make me a burger and put peanut butter on it and they hand it to me, then I'll try it because I'll be out $0.
Okay,
I
that's fair.
guess that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think peanut butter and cheese go great together.
That said no one ever. That's such a weird combo. I mean, I just never listen. I'm not downing on you for it, but that's such an odd combination.
Look, it was presented to me in a very odd way. But I was a friend of mine was eating. She's like, I'm gonna make a peanut butter bagel, and I'm like, all right, like that's cool. She makes like a peanut butter bagel and then puts like slices of mild cheddar cheese on it, or sharp cheddar cheese on it. And I'm like, ew, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, try it. And I'm like, all right. So I tried it and I was like, wow, like that's fucking great. And I did that for years. And I said, why is this good? She's like, well, there's like those little peanut butter crackers, like the little orange ones. Those are cheese flavored crackers with peanut butter inside. I'm like, oh yeah, I never fucking thought of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So yeah, and then it just kind of one day I was just like, I saw it somewhere, peanut butter burger, and I thought it was gross. And then we were at the Blink show, and there was a guy selling burgers out of a truck, and he had a Reese's peanut butter burger on his menu, and I thought, oh, I'm not ready for that at this moment in time, but the next time it's presented to me, I'm totally trying that shit.
Interesting.
And,
Not only peanut butter, but you're also getting the chocolate in there too.
Yeah, that one was strange, but it was presented to me later. There's a local place that sells peanut butter on a burger, and I just went for it. top
You're
5
rebel.
favorite things to have on a burger. Yeah.
You're a crazy son of a bitch, Deej.
No joke. Try some sharp cheddar on a peanut butter bagel. I promise it's interesting, but it's good.
Sharp cheddar on a peanut butter bagel. Okay. I will keep that in mind.
Next week, their podcast name changes to peanut butter cheese bagels.
What's really funny is that, like, speaking of weird things, my buddy and I, we were just recently talking about shots that you would take when you're like in your early 20s, like the worst shots, right? Like the Four Horsemen and cement mixers and what have yous. And I came across one that I'm gonna try next week. It's called a steak shot, and apparently it's a it works like you have one shot glass with Irish whiskey. You have another shot glass with like a half shot of like Worcestershire sauce, and then you have a lime with some pepper on it. And then if you take them like all back to back, like the whiskey, the Worcestershire, and then bite into the lime, it's supposed to taste like a really delicious steak.
Wow.
And I'm really intrigued by this. I'm like, I wonder if this is going to be delicious or fucking disgusting. But I'm like, I have all the things here at the house, so I'm not really going to be out on any money.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear I want you to try. I want to hear. Hope maybe by the next time when we do the next crossover.
Oh yeah,
by that time. Yeah, we want. I definitely want to know this one how that tasted.
I will definitely let you guys know immediately.
Excellent.
Right.
Hold
You
on,
guys
one
ready
more
for another
story.
one?
I got one more story that's relevant.
Okay.
I used to work at Domino's, right? So I knew that that combo was something that I had wanted to try. And I don't know. It's a weird story, but have you ever heard this TV show on True TV called Hack My Life? You ever heard that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I remember that show.
Yes, there's a real stupid show where they just tried out life hacks.
Yeah, he did. The one guy was the host of that video game show on. What the hell was that station? G4? Was it G4?
G4, yeah.
Yeah, he was a host. Yeah.
It was a weird show. They just tried out different life hacks. And one day they're doing a like an expose on peanut butter, different things you can do with peanut butter. And the guy, they're like using it to remove like adhesive from a locker, like a metal locker.
Whoa.
And the guy's like, is this the weirdest thing you ever did with peanut butter? He's like, no, I like peanut butter on my pizza. And I'm like, fucking what? Like, I was completely blown away. Like, and I so much so that I started looking it up, and I started looking up pizza peanut butter, and I was like, there's no way that people do this. And I must have just been bored because I normally would never just look it up. But I started coming across different things, and people, one guy putting it on his supreme pizza from Pizza Hut, and another thing, and I was like, nope, that's not it. There's got to be something else. So I Googled it, and I find this place in Connecticut that just a regular old mom and pop pizza shop that had a peanut butter, bacon, and provolone pizza. And I thought, that sounds fucking delicious. I don't know why, but I said, there's no way that's not good, because I knew peanut butter and cheese worked, but I was like, the addition of bacon had to be, it could only make it better. So I called this place up, and I'm in Pennsylvania. Called the place up. Guy answers. I said, what's the deal with this peanut butter, bacon, provolone pizza? He's like, oh yeah, it's one of our challenges. He goes, if you eat it, you get a free t-shirt. And I'm like, oh really? Like, how do you make it? And he tells me, just fresh bacon, fresh, provolone. And he goes, and Skippy peanut butter. It's got to be Skippy. That's exactly what he said. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, perfect. And he's like, you want one? I'm like, no, I just wanted to know how you made it. Thanks. And I hung up on the guy, and I went to Domino's the next morning. It was my shift to work, and I went. Our Domino's is connected to a grocery store in like a plaza. So I went in there and got a thing of Skippy, came back over, made the pizza. Delicious.
Interesting. That's so wild to think about.
Yeah, super good. It took a while for me to like get the ratio correct, but I finally got it, and it's super good, delicious.
Interesting. Tomboy saying,
nope.
Nay over here.
Yeah. That sounds disgusting.
No, it was good.
Listen, I'll try like anything as long as it doesn't smell like shit. Like if it smells awful, I'm gonna be like, my nose is so sensitive that I'm like, ugh, I start like gagging. Like
Well, let me tell you
it
this.
handle smells very well.
Have you ever been to a like a carnival and you smell like the fryer, like the peanut oil frying food?
Yeah.
That's what this smells like.
Okay, I can
Oh.
get behind that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It smells fucking delicious.
Okay.
Hmm.
And it
Yeah.
tastes like toast with peanut butter with, just some bacon. Like it's good. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
The provolone's just kind of there to hold it all together.
It's a very interesting combo, but I would
Yeah.
definitely try it for sure.
I later added cheddar to it just to, spice things up, and it was pretty good too. And then that same day, my buddy walked in. He was stoned out of his mind, and he saw my pan of melted peanut butter on the counter, and he's like, he was eating Domino's boneless wings, and he took that, dipped that in the peanut butter, ate that. That is also, my friends, fucking delicious.
Wow.
Because he's like, dude, you got to try this. So, like, I walked over and tried it. Was like, all right, yeah, I'm sold. It was fucking delicious. Like,
Weird ass Domino's workers.
I know. We also used to put cinnamon on our bacon, our barbecue bacon chicken pizzas.
Yeah.
It was good. That came from a big ass fucking truck driver that would come in and he'd be like, put some cinnamon on that bacon chicken barbecue. And I was like, fuck yeah, it sounds delicious.
That checks out.
Yeah. So all right, let's do the last one and we can.
All right. We have two more. You want to do them both?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Next one. Which decade style would you keep, sell, or destroy? 70s, 80s, 90s?
Oh, I mean, I think the 90s is the best decade. Yeah. I think 90s everything is the fucking coolest. I mean,
Yeah.
Man, this is really tough though because 70s and 80s were both dope. Oh man, this is tough. I'm just gonna go keep 90s, sell 80s, destroy 70s, I guess.
I am 100% with you if that makes this easier. That's what I'm going to say.
I agree. So, 90s are the best, and then 80s is keeping or selling, and then destroying the 70s.
I'm gonna be the lone wolf on this, baby. I'm keeping the 80s. I'm just gonna swap the 80s and the 90s. Keep 80s, keep 80s, sell 90s,
90s.
destroy
Okay.
70s. Yep.
Well, you said you were a little older, right? That's why.
Yeah, because I was born in 78, so I lived through. Of course, I
Okay.
don't remember the very early 80s because I was too young.
Yeah.
But from like 84 on, I can remember pretty well. So yeah, I'm a sucker for anything 80s. 80s music, 80s fashion, 80s movies. That's what I'm all about.
Hell yeah. I was 84, so yeah, it's like, the 90s for me. So
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I totally understand. Yep. Totally get that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the 90s. What was that we talked about, Deej? Everybody in the household had at least one T-shirt that had Bugs Bunny and the Tasmanian Devil.
In
Yeah.
gangster apparel.
Yeah, I mean I think that was like required, at least in central Pennsylvania. Everybody had to have one where they were like had their arms crossed and a hat on backwards.
Or no, somebody had the big dog T-shirt or whatever.
Yeah, the big dog. Yes. Yep. Oh my God,
So
I forgot
fucking
about
weird.
Big Dog.
Yeah.
Did you guys have the
Everyone
Jinko jeans?
Jinkos, yes.
Jenko
No.
jeans. Yeah, we've done like 2-3 episodes about 90s stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we've gone through a good. I feel like we could even do like 10 more probably.
Yeah.
Like there's
Just either fact.
there's just never is enough time to talk about all the cool 90s shit or the weird shit.
It was a
Word.
time. All right, you guys ready for the last one?
Last
Sure.
one.
All right. The Beatles, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC.
Tomboy, you go first. Actually, you know what, boys? One of you guys go first.
Go for it, Deej.
Beatles, Led Zeppelin, and what?
AC/DC.
AC/DC.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Oh.
Keep AC/DC. Keep
It's tough.
AC/DC. I guess I'm not big on Zeppelin, so I'm gonna destroy Zeppelin and keep the Beatles, or sell the Beatles.
Yeah, I think, like, yeah, just when it comes to just purely like liking their music, I think on my phone I've definitely got more AC/DC than Zeppelin. So I'll be keep AC/DC, sell Zeppelin, destroy Beatles. But anyone who knows me, Deej, you know, I think the Beatles are absolute. I just cannot get into the Beatles. I'm not going to call them trash. Me personally, I can't get into them.
He says this with a full memory of him wearing just 3 days ago a Beatles hoodie to work.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love the Abbey Road album. You know the way it looks, and that's what the sweatshirt is. And I have a T-shirt
like
too.
the
The same thing. I like the looks of the album.
I just like the way the albums look. I just don't like any of the music.
Exactly, because that's what was it? How do you say that, Deej? You're like you're wearing that ironically, or however however the hell.
Yeah,
you
I
said
guess.
it. Yeah.
I thought you picked the logo.
Yeah. I like the looks of it, but I think their music it's another one of those. It was an elementary school teacher burned it into our brains of how much he loved the beat. Like his music room was just riddled with Beatles stuff. So it left a sour taste in my mouth for some reason. So because of Mr. Sopic at Kerwinsville Elementary, I hate the Beatles because of him.
I get it. Tomboy?
I will keep the Beatles, sell AC/DC, and destroy Zeppelin.
Okay. Yeah, this is tough. I think I'm with DJ. I think you said keep AC/DC, sell Beatles, and destroy Zeppelin.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Yep.
That's
I mean,
cool.
I do agree. I think Zeppelin's a bit overrated too. But
I mean, they're all really great. They're all overrated.
Yeah.
You know, they've all been overplayed. They all have a lot of great songs. It's just
AC/DC, if you like one song, you're like, oh.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just think that I like Beatles more than I like Zeppelin. And Zeppelin's great. They have a lot of great songs. I think either or. I guess that's kind of where I'd have to be, I guess.
Yeah. Totally get it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And Mitch, you don't like Queen, do you? You don't like Queen, right?
Oh no, fuck you, Deej.
Oh my
I
God.
love Queen.
I was
thought
going to
you
lose my
said you
mind.
didn't like Queen.
I love Queen. Queen's one of my. If I had like a top 5 bands, Queen would be in it.
Maybe he thought you were going to say Queef.
No, I thought for sure.
That's the cover band of Queen that runs around here.
I could have swore you weren't a fan of it. Maybe it was just one of their songs. I don't know.
I'm sure I can't think right off the top of my head any Queen songs that I hate, but no, I love Queen.
I was going to say that conversation would have been very different if it was Queen instead of Zeppelin, because that would have been no brainer. I would have kept them and destroyed DC.
Oh yeah. Queen is above all the 3 that he mentioned.
Oh yeah, Queen's number 1.
Yep. No brainer.
Word.
Yep. Word indeed, Deej. Word indeed.
All right, guys. I think we're at it. I think we're at the limit here.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Sweet.
This is a lot of fun. Thanks for having us on, guys.
Yeah, thank
Dude,
you.
for sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait till we come on your show. We're gonna have a lot of shit to talk about, I'm sure. I feel like there's stuff that we talked about today already that we could probably, expand on the next time.
Yeah. If only we could do like 5 hours. Yeah, absolutely. I'll try to like make note of stuff that we started talking about but didn't get into, and try to bring those back up on the show.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'll let's see. I'll lead him out with version 4 here, or let's see. What do we got? No, you know what? I'm just gonna say we'll just say bye.
Wow.
I don't feel like doing it.
Okay.
We'll just say bye. I'll see you next time. Find us where you normally find us. You know the drill.
Well.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, find us.
special time